Hi, I'm Miguel and welcome to this tutorial. We'll be going over items such as creating text with formatting, so bold, using bullet points, and alignment, such as the text you see down here. Alright, so let's get into it. We have our text here, the pair attributes. So this is comprised of items such as bold, underline, and yeah. So let's get into formatting our text. I'll go over the underline options first. So basically, we left click. Let's make a new line for our text here. So you can see, I will type here, player attributes. So to make a colon, we simply hold Shift on the keyboard and press the key to the right of the L key on the keyboard. That creates the dotted colon there. We have an underline there. So to create that, we simply left click and drag, and let's add an underline. Now that option is here at the top, it's underline. So you just left click and it becomes underlined. Now we also have it in bold. So to adjust that, simply left click and drag again. Let's highlight our text. And then up here we have our bold option. Basically it's left click and the bold and underline are applied to the text. If you do change your mind in terms of formatting, you simply left click and drag again and unclick. So if we want unbold, we click that. To bold, you just simply click it. It's highlighted here so you know it's selected. Same thing with bold. Unselect and select. So they have it with making text bold and underlined. And if you're wanting to change the actual size, you can still do that here. Left click and drag again, and we have our size options. Same thing up here. So to make it bigger, just hit A, this one here, and it becomes bigger. To make it smaller, simply hit the A to the right, and it becomes smaller. Okay, so let's get into some bullet points. Let's just delete that text. Alright, so we have our 2 bullet points here. Now let's create some bullet points. So let's simply click in this area here, and then we hit enter on the keyboard. So we can insert a line there. Now the bullet points is up here. So you just click that button, create a bullet point, and there you go. Let's start just creating some text. As you can see, it is underlined. That was from this previous formatting. To take that out, simply click and drag it and just unselect underline here. And then we have no more underline. So if we're to add another bullet point, such as we see down here, make sure our line is here. So this is where we are going to insert text. We want it below, so we will insert another line, hit enter, and then tab on the keyboard. And then that creates another bullet point. Now we just simply insert our text here. And then we get the same text as we have below. Should we want to adjust to add another line here, simply hit enter. And then we type in our text. Simply, if you want to add another, simply hit enter again, and that creates another line. If for any reason you make a mistake, you simply hit backspace, and that takes out that text on that line. We want to take out that line, backspace again, backspace, backspace, and we get back here. Again, if you want to create the line again, simply hit enter. If you want to insert a bullet point before, say, this line, simply click on the line above that, down here, and hit enter. That is one way of doing it. Another way is to simply click this there as well, and just hit enter. And that inserts another line here. Anyway, this works fine, it is up to you. So I'll just delete these ones just to make things neater. So again, you can still adjust the font face or the font size. Simply, if I want to only adjust, say, this area here, click and drag, I can still increase it and only adjust that area. Let's just increase it again to make it the same. It is always imperative that you click and drag whichever area you want to adjust. So again, I want to adjust only this area here. I selected that by double clicking left button. So double click and that's selected now. So if you want that to be a different color, same thing, go up here, click this little arrow, and then we can change our color. Can still change there. So that's just showing you, simply click and select, and yeah, you can adjust those properties. Well, thanks very much for listening again. I'm Miguel, your lecturer, and I hope you learned a lot. In this next lecture, we'll be going over inserting some images, like the ones you see here, and making adjustments for that, such as for layout. Again, thanks for listening, and I look forward to seeing you there.